Cincinnati baseball has a new head coach, joined now by the 28th head coach in Bearcat history, Scott Googins. Coach, congratulations. I know it's been a whirlwind week for you. To start off, what attracted you to this position? Made you say that, you know, this is where I want to be. I want to be a Bearcat now.
You know, from the outside looking in, I really like the facilities. You know, the ball players. You know, we played UC a couple times this year, and I think they've got a really a good foundation with the players, the talent, the facilities. I think they have a lot of resources. So it really intrigued me. You know, when Mike, I heard Mike was looking at me, and to take a look at UC.
You mentioned in your introductory press conference kind of your style as a head coach. You know, you said kind of blue collar, you know, kind of scrap it out, and this seems to be a team that really fits that mold.
Yeah, you know, again, I like the blue collar guys. I think, you know, I like guys flying around, playing hard, and that's kind of my style. And you know, my coaching style, again, I like to be positive with the guys, but you know, again, if I have to get a little firm with them, I do. But they you know, I like guys that respond, to play hard and get after it.
You know, you mentioned that too with your style, that you know, baseball's fun. This is a fun sport. This is a fun time to be involved in college baseball, and that's something that you want to bring out in this team.
Yeah, I think again it's tough because, you know, baseball is a game of failure. There's a lot of negativity in the game, and again, you want to make sure that guys are being mentally tough and doing the right things. But at the end of the day, it's a game. It teaches a lot of life lessons. There's a lot of things that you can learn from playing baseball, and I want guys to enjoy playing, because it's an honor to play at UC, and it's a you know, to play Division I. It's not everybody can do it. I think it's you know, should be something that should be a good experience.
You know, we were talking here at the Joe Nuxall Classic just a few months ago here at Marge Schott Stadium, and you know, you and all the other coaches here really remarked on the quality of amateur baseball here in Southwest Ohio, and for you to be able to stay in Cincinnati, obviously, I'm sure that's obviously a big perk that you still have this talent pool to draw from nearby.
Yeah, it's again, Southwest Ohio, you know, Cincinnati baseball is very good. We're going to try to keep the local talent here at UC. You know, there's a lot of positives here, you know, with our facilities and resources. So we're hoping to try to keep those guys at home.
And also from just kind of a Southwest Ohio standpoint, obviously a unique position for you to be able to take this job and stay in the same city. Obviously, I'm sure that's a big perk for you and your family.
It is, but it's a big transition. You know, change is good sometimes, and myself as a coach, I want to keep growing and keep developing. You know, I had to ask my family about moving in terms of schools, not houses. And you know, they were all aboard, and it was tough. It's been a tough transition for them emotionally, but again, we feel right at home. You know, when I sat down with Mike and Brandon at our house, and Luke Fickle, man, I felt like this was the right place for me and my family, and they were in on the decision, and we're all in. So I feel great about it, and we're excited to be Bearcats.
You know, you mentioned with that meeting with the staff here at UC. What was it like having a head coach, Luke Fickle, come in and kind of give you the pitch as well?
It was awesome. You know, when he got the head job here, you know, he really drummed up a lot of excitement. And, you know, I was watching some of his stuff on Twitter and you know, going to different high schools and really getting UC football out there in the community. And I thought it was really cool. And so for him to come over to my house and to, you know, again, to sell the school, which he really didn't have to, it was a pretty neat experience. And it was a big selling point for me because, again, a lot of the coaches, he talked about the coaches are, you know, they interact well together. You know, I know Eric Toth, the women's tennis coach. So, you know, again, that really made a difference because I want to be part of something special, be part of a family.
It's certainly already starting to play out that way. What's next, obviously, for you as you come into this role here? I know kind of a whirlwind week for you coming off the regionals in Louisville, and now you're in here as head coach. But what's next on the agenda here in the immediate future?
Well, right now I'm reaching out to our players and our recruits just to make sure that they understand, you know, get to know me a little bit, because there's some anxiety when there's uncertainty, not knowing who the coach is or what's he like. So I've been reaching out to them. The next part would be, and it's taking a little bit longer than I want possibly, is to you know, get the staff together. You know, I'm waiting on a couple guys. Their names are in some you know, head coaching jobs, and I have to wait to see what happens. But I feel very comfortable when that all settles, that I'll be able to get our staff together.
Well, we certainly look forward to that. Kind of going back to, you know, you mentioned meeting all the players. Obviously, some players that you've been familiar with competing against the Bearcats the last several years. You had a chance to meet with your team yesterday, not only those that are here on campus, but some who were away from campus were able to kind of tune in through social media, but that was kind of a great opportunity for them to get to know you here early on.
It really was, and again, that's what it's about, is connecting with those guys and building those relationships. And it was awesome to see. They were very great to me. They were bringing me in, and it was awesome to talk to them afterwards. A little bit unnerving when you have the cameras rolling, all that stuff, and they're meeting me for the first time, and me meeting them for the first time. But it was awesome, and it's a great group of student athletes, great group of ball players, and I'm excited to be their coach. I'm excited to work with them and see how they develop and grow as not only baseball players but as men.
Well, judging by what we've seen so far, it's already off to a great start, the relationship between you and your players, and we're looking forward to seeing that grow. We kind of alluded to that kind of blue-collar mentality, that flying around the bases style of play. Aside from that, what can Bearcat fans expect from this team here coming up in the future?
We're going to play hard. I mean, I think that's the staple of the program. You're never going to question our work ethic or our effort. Our guys are going to compete every pitch. Win, lose, or draw, we're going to play hard, and I think that's a sign of a good team. And that's the biggest thing. We're going, they're very athletic, and that's the other thing, is that the speed of the game is going to be at a high level. And so, our pitching's good. We're going to swing the bats. We're going to be aggressive on the bases. I'm excited to see our guys, get out there for the fall ball and see really to work with them, because I like to be aggressive on the bases. I like guys swinging, and so it's going to be fun.
Certainly going to be fun. As you said, baseball's fun, and this is going to be a fun journey going forward. Well, Coach, welcome aboard here at UC. Glad to have you on board here, and we look forward to continuing to catch up with you and follow you as this team gets into place for your first year.
I appreciate it. Thanks so much.
All right, that's the 28th head coach in Cincinnati baseball history, Scott Googins, announced here today as the new head coach of the Bearcats.